What's up guys, Guns for Newbies back here, and today we're going to review the Cr920xp continued. So this is the follow-up range footage with the new Glock 43X OEM recoil spring in this guy. But before we start the video, I want to take a second to thank all my repeat viewers, my recent subscribers, and the people that comment and definitely contribute to the channel. I really want to thank you guys. If you guys want to become a supporter of the channel, please feel free to look in the description. There is a Patreon link. It's a couple bucks a month, and it's going to help us get more round counts, more new guns, sights, optics, lights, holsters, everything like that, that you guys physically want to see on the channel. So with that being said, let's jump into the video. Okay guys, so here we're doing a continued range test. So I'm just talking, but unfortunately someone else was like shooting this big ass shotgun, so we really couldn't hear anything. So what we're doing here is we're just shooting at 21 feet, getting a good feel for the pistol. Once again, nothing crazy at all by any means. And what I was trying to do is just see kind of accuracy wise how it was doing. I hadn't cleaned the pistol since last time we went, so at this point I believe I was close to roughly around 600 rounds. And you know, skipping ahead, we now are over 1,000 rounds through the pistol. But you know, we'll just keep with the video for now. And again, I'm doing the voiceover because you can't hear my voice with everybody else shooting in there. You couldn't really see it, but there was like several guys shooting at like 15 feet. So we got through a magazine perfectly, and what we're doing is now switch to one hand to see if it would have any issues limp wristing. Or I'm sorry, we got close to the whole mag, so we did a couple more shots, and then explaining how it went problem-free, got locked back, shooting one-handed, and I believe here we switch it to left-handed. Or I believe, we'll see, because I do left-handed, and then I also do, I completely loosen up my grip like the whole way. You'll see it. I mean, I'm purposely trying to get the gun to malfunction. Again, we're with the Glock 43X recoil spring. And I believe, yes, I start loosening it. Yep, I'm loosening up my grip, and I shoot the first couple, and then I space out my hand even more. Yep, because I want it to kick back even harder, so I'm trying to put less and less force behind it. Yep, and as you can see, without any issue, we're not running into any issues whatsoever. So I try to do that, and then I do switch left-handed, I believe. Yep, and I'm literally just horrible recoil control, horrible grip. I'm purposely trying to see if I can make this gun malfunction with the lighter spring, but that does seem to fix it. And again, I'm only shooting 115, so if there was any sort of malfunction, this would be the most likely to do so. And then I switch my grip back to normal just to finish out the mag. We got locked back per usual.
I like how soft this is too.
Yeah, it's got good grip, but it's still soft at the same time.
Right.
Okay, we're just gonna do a quick group because this thing is like shooting really accurately today. So we pulled it in. We're probably about 17 feet here, which is typically where most of your again, got 5 shots. I got it to the 4 and added 1. So we're just gonna go bottom left there, and I'm gonna see how close I can get them. So these are not gonna be the fast shots. These are just meant to show the accuracy of the gun with your slightly above average shooter. Okay, so. Trigger control in the last two were horrible, but as you can see, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4 straight, you know, pretty much. My pinky, I don't have the biggest pinky, my thumb pretty much is all connecting, and then I had 1 flyer. So gun is awesome. It is. And now that we're back, guys, you can see that this gun is just without issue, just a amazing gun. Actually got my wife to shoot it, and she really likes it. So she's a Hellcat Pro Comp girl right now. That is her carry gun. That's also my carry gun, but I'm planning to transition over to this guy. I want to get it to feed at minimum 1,000 rounds. Before I start carrying it, I'm probably going to take it to 2,000 rounds just because I've had some issues with it in the past with the old recoil spring. But I don't believe that's going to be an issue for me anymore. And I'm just vastly much better with this gun all around. There's really nothing else that you should have in your carry gun other than something you have complete confidence that you're going to be able to do what you need to be doing with it. And then also another big bonus that Shadow Systems have is they have that guarantee. If you have to defend yourself, you can send them a police report, and as long as they can prove that, they'll replace your gun for you. So there's really no hesitation that I have with actually having to use this to defend my life or my wife's life or whatever the case may be. I mean, it's just a fantastic feeling to go out, shoot a little gun. I mean, I'm really, really accurate with this thing. I wasn't really trying too terribly hard for the reason of the video that my videos where I shoot a little bit quicker typically get more views. I'm getting more comments. I'm getting more activity and likes. So, and I did do some, I tried a couple accurate shots, but I mean, I was kind of, slowing down, and then I kind of tried to, I saw I was, starting to shoot a little bit quicker. I started noticing I was getting sloppier, and I just kept sending it anyways. I mean, it's just a fun gun to shoot flat out. And it's a smaller gun. I mean, you're not supposed to be, landing every single shot in the same hole. But I mean, if you're happy with your groups, you're hitting your shots. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you can even see some of the bigger YouTubers that have shot so much. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, if they're in a competition, they're going to shoot better than what they're doing on camera. You reach a level where it's like, okay, doing what I can. I'm not pushing the gun to its absolute limit because, I just want to shoot it, get some good groups that I'm happy with, and do whatever. It's not the end of the world. And if you're a new shooter wanting to get into, shooting and everything like that, a good thing for you to do is to physically get a timer, see what your splits are, and kind of go from there. But I mean, in terms, you don't really have to. I mean, you could physically record it and, kind of see how long your video is, see on average how much you're taking in between your shots and stuff like that. There's a number of different ways you can do it, but I absolutely think this is a fantastic pistol. We're going to continue, going through with it. Now I'm going to do a little bit more of a torture test just to make sure that this is a flawless system, and then hopefully if this system continues moving forward perfectly, that'll help a lot of you guys out there that are contemplating getting this pistol and that are seeing that it's having issues and know it's an easy fix. I mean, I paid less than $20 for that recoil spring, and it's been the best investment I've ever made. I mean, I've never had a gun that I fixed for less than $20 and I didn't have to wait other than for it to come in the mail and send it off to somewhere and wait to hear what they say back and tell me that I'm crazy, because actually that has happened with Smith. I had a number of light primer strikes, failure to feeds, failure to eject, and that was the reason I got rid of my first M&P Performance Center 3.1, the ported Shield Plus, and I got rid of it, and then I got a second one. The second one I got was flawless, never had to send it in, never had any issues, never, like, nothing. And so that was a good gun. I just wanted a little bit more performance. I wanted a light rail. I wanted, a little bit bigger grip, and, I liked the trigger on the other one. I think that was by far the best trigger, but I think the texture could have been better on the sides. I wanted a little bit bigger of a gun, and this one just checks all the boxes for me. I mean, it's been fantastic. Anyone that's got these negative outlooks on these Shadow Systems pistols, you should definitely try one before that becomes your regular, just to bash on these pistols, because they really have come a long way. I can't say anything for the non-compensated models, but the compensated models are truly a work of art. I mean, I've truly fell in love with them. I've always been a Springfield guy. I had the original Hellcat. I probably put 9,000 rounds through that gun. I probably cleaned it one time. It was nothing but reliable for me, and everybody said they had striker issues and they're breaking the strikers and blah blah blah. Never had any issues. I had 2 XDMs. I probably collectively put 11,000 rounds through those. They never had any issues whatsoever. I didn't modify them. I'm aware that when you start modifying the Springfields, they may not be the most reliable. But again, that's not something you can hold against the gun. It's not meant to come with that. So, and they come with great triggers out of the box, great sights, great texture. I mean, they've just been good pistols, but I feel like, they're just one up from Glock. Like, Glock is very reliable. They have a great track record, but they have mediocre sights. They have mediocre trigger. They have mediocre texture. Like, pretty much everything's mediocre. It's just good enough to where you can get good and be accurate with it at a reasonable amount, but you'll never be really good with it in terms of, like, what another gun can give you with you know, much better texture, much better trigger, much better iron sights. I mean, by that time you're putting $2,000 into a gun, then you're in a whole nother bracket where another pistol is much better. And so I kind of like that about this gun. I mean, you know, for roughly $900, you know, you can get a light and a holster for less than $1,200, get extra magazines, get your light, get everything you want to. And the gun runs amazing. It shoots better than most, you know, 4-inch guns straight out of the box that are not comped. I mean, it's just an awesome pistol. And if you have to use it, they replace it for you. I mean, that guaranteed, let alone, is worth it to me. So, yeah, I mean, we're going to go ahead and end off the video there. There's going to be more future content to come, but thank you so much for watching again, and be sure to like and subscribe.